grandpas are so hardcore. I know! Like, what the fuck did you eat? Oh my god, speaking of, like, you know, my mom's side of the family. I feel like, should I talk about this? Let me think about it. Yeah, I should. I don't care. My dad was talking about, like, how my mother was when they were, like, super young and dating. So, like, about, like, early 20s probably and stuff like that. And my dad was like, yeah, you don't know this, but your mom was kind of like she was really easily jealous. And I was like, what? My mother? Because my mom to me was also like always this like stoic girl boss. And I don't know, I felt like nobody was that important to her. Well, now I know that I am, because she's a lot softer now. But back then, I'd be like, do you have any feelings, you know? But, yeah, my mom used to get really jealous about, like, very small things regarding, like if my dad, like, texted, like, a female or, like, hung out with a group of people and there were girls, like, she would get mad jealous. And I was like, what? My mother? My mother was a manhead? What the fuck? And I was like, oh, very interesting, very interesting. So my dad was telling me that because he's like, yeah, you know, just maybe make sure you don't go that far. And I was like, honestly, I mean, I've dated before, and I've never been like that. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't care if you hang out with other girls. I really don't. Honestly, if you do, I think it's better, because then you know how great I am. Like, the more people you meet and the longer you stay with me, it must mean that you must have realized that there aren't many good things in this world. So, go meet lots of people. And if you do find somebody who is much better than me, then you are a very lucky person, and you deserve the better person. So you may leave. That's how I think, you know? That's some confidence right there. I don't think it's confidence. I just think, like, you know, there's just a lot of shitty people, so there's not much competition if everybody's kind of shitty, you know? I'm not saying that I'm not shitty. I just feel like I'm less shitty, you know? Or more than that, I feel like I have a little bit of common sense. I'm really stupid, but like sometimes, at the very least, I'll think about stuff and I'll be like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm not saying that I'm like more beautiful or smarter or like nicer. I'm literally saying that sometimes I just have common sense. And actually, I feel like that's not really like happening these days, you know? So yeah, so I was just like, that's very interesting. I didn't think my mother would get jealous over stuff like that. Because if you think about it, like, I'm running through the meadow.